Just go ahead and take a wild guess as to where this stick insect lives. Welcome back to Bug of the Week, Part 18, brought to you by Lil Dudes Insect Academy. I'm super excited about this episode, but if you're new here, consider subscribing, dropping a like, maybe even leaving a comment below. And also, Lil Dudes is a non-profit, so we would really appreciate any donations that you would be interested in giving us to help us continue this show, as well as many other insect educational programs that we have going on with youth in our community, as well as online programs as well. So if you feel compelled to give, any amount helps. $1, $5, anything helps us in completing our mission. So if you feel compelled to give, there will be a link in the description of this episode, and donate on our website, and we would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this episode. Consisting of about 100 species, this is Rhonatra. Within the order of Hemiptera, Rhonatra are considered true bugs. These bugs are commonly known as water scorpions or water stick insects, living in the freshwaters of warm and temperate regions alike. Water scorpions are also related to giant water bugs, which I've actually covered in a previous episode of Bug of the Week. So I'll link that up in the corner right now for you to click on to go watch and learn a little bit about the giant water bug. But they are related, and you'll see how, in a few ways, how they're related in just a second. Although they are fondly referred to as water stick insects, they actually closely resemble the anatomy of that of the praying mantis, having a pair of raptorial predatorial legs, which they use very similarly as a praying mantis would. Now, the reason they have this name of the water stick insects is because these bugs are quite long and slender, much resembling a stick, typically measuring 0.8 to 2.4 inches in length. Now, they have another common name, which is water scorpion, and the likely reason they are referred to as water scorpions is because of their tail-like appendage protruding from their abdomen. They use this tube to breathe, sticking it above the surface of the water, using it just like a snorkel. Now, oddly enough, these aquatic insects actually have two sets of wings. With their outer wings they use to protect their softer underwings, which they use for flight, although this is quite rare. Water scorpions also have a set of compound eyes, and being true bugs, they have a piercing mouth part which they use to feed on their prey. Speaking of feeding, water scorpions are carnivores, mostly feeding on small aquatic insects and sometimes small tadpoles or fish. They do this exactly like a giant water bug would, impaling them with their small piercing mouth parts, injecting a digestive enzyme which begins liquefying their insides, when they then suck up the insides of the unlucky prey just like a smoothie. The life cycle of the water scorpion is the same as many other true bugs. They are born as nymphs, where they then undergo a series of molts, when they then mature into an adult. These bugs are super unique, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did making this and researching these guys. I actually didn't know much about these guys before making this episode, but they're super cool. They're similar to giant water bugs, but a lot more slender and stealthy, and they're really interesting. They don't really exactly swim. They don't really have good appendages for that. They kind of walk along the bottom of the lake or the pond that they live in, and they're really interesting. So if you enjoyed this episode or if you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and please leave the comment below, maybe with your favorite fun fact about this insect or your favorite part. But with that, I will see you all next week, and keep on bugging.